everything's looking really, really good inside our responsive design layout. But one stone that has not been overturned yet is our slideshow, our self-running slideshow. At this point, all we have is this static image sitting here. We don't have the self-running slideshow just yet. So that's what we're going to do in the next handful of exercises. So give me a second here. I'm just going to hide my browser for a second. I'm going to go all the way down to my desktop where I have the project files folder open. And the current slide that we have, the static image that we have, is this guy here, shodan.jpg. Well, I have a few other images from other Flickr users that I want to make use of as well. Let me show them to you here really quickly. We have one here by a Flickr user named theconsortium.jpg. It looks like this. So this is the second slide that I want to use. The third slide that I want to use is by Flickr user Daniel Foster 437, and it looks like this. Pretty cool photo. And then last but not least, there's one more that I want to use, so it's going to be a set of 4 from Flickr user For the Rock, and it looks like this. Now, as you can see, all of these images are all similar in terms of their dimensions. So what I've done for us already is I've opened them all up inside Photoshop, and I've sized them appropriately. So every single image is the same pixel dimension, 840 pixels in width by 300 pixels in height. So essentially what we want to wind up with is we want to wind up with all 4 photos sitting inside this slideshow area, and of course we want the slideshow to self-run. There are lots and lots of free scripts that are available online. You can jump into Google and do a quick search for slideshow script or something similar. You'll find lots of free available options. The one that I'm going to use is from a website called barelyfits.com. There's the URL, barelyfits with a Z there. And then /projects/slideshow/wizard. And this is a JavaScript slideshow that we're going to be creating here. So the great thing about this wizard is we just have to plug in a little bit of information, and then the wizard is going to generate the necessary code for us. So it's nice and easy to use. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to scroll down into this wizard. You can read through all of these steps if you like. I think what I'd like to do, though, is move a little bit more quickly. I'm going to scroll down here. We can set some options here in step 2 if we want. For instance, the duration of the slide transitions. You can have the slideshow automatically play as soon as the page is open, things like this. Looping after the slideshow is complete, things like this. You can even include some controls for your slideshow as well if you wish. I'm going to leave all of that up to you to fiddle around with. I'm going to head all the way down to step number 3, which is edit your slides. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go and insert the image file name for each of our slides. And we just saw them all there inside our work files folder. They're not inside a subfolder inside our work files folder, so these are going to be direct paths to our files. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with the first guy, which was shodan.jpg. And if you want your slideshow to link to something, perhaps a subpage or something like this, you could certainly add in a URL, a hyperlink there if you want. You can throw in some additional options there, including a description. For myself, though, this is going to be really, really straightforward, really simple. It's just the graphic that I want myself. So that's it. I'm just going to add in the file name, and then I'll click on Add Slide. Now notice over towards the right-hand side, we get the slide added on there. It tries to load in an image preview, but because the image resides locally on my computer, we can't see the graphic. Not yet, anyway. So there's the first guy. Now we have 3 more to go that we want to insert, and we have to be careful with our spelling and our capitalization and so on. So the next one is the consortium. Capital T on the, capital C on consortium.jpg. And then I'm going to go and add in that slide. That's the second guy. Third guy was Daniel Foster, all lowercase, Daniel Foster 437.jpg. So all I'm doing here is I'm just typing in the file names of the images that I want to use here. And of course, add slide. One more to go here, and this one was for the rock.jpg. And we'll go and add that guy in as well. Perfect. Good stuff. Now that we have the slides added in, the next thing that we need to do is we need to get this wizard to generate the code for us. So we'll see how to do that next.